Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going over quick updates on my breast augmentation. Today I am 4 months post-op. I just hit my 4-month post-op mark 3 days ago. The girls are looking so good, you guys. They look much more natural than they did before. I was looking at my older videos on here on YouTube and I thought they were good. I thought they were popping off, but honestly, as the time goes by more and more, they just look so much better. I'll be answering a lot of questions that I get from you guys at this point. I get asked a lot about recovery. I get asked about if I'm still in pain, the drop in fluff, if I've lost or gained sensitivity, and most importantly, if I have any regrets. So I'll definitely be going over that. So without further ado, let's talk. So first question, is the swelling completely gone by now? My swelling went away after around the first month. I was very bloated during the first month. I did gain a little bit of weight during that time, but I honestly wouldn't really count that. I mean, we were recovering. I was recovering from surgery at that time. So I just cut myself some slack and ate whenever I wanted because I put my body through so much. But since then, I've been on a calorie deficit and I did lose 9 pounds. So if you guys are worried about gaining weight, don't worry about that. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, you should be able to lose weight. Let me show you a better view. So at this point, they are definitely softer to the touch. I would say that they're not swollen anymore. This is how I look from the side. And just so you guys know, I have 350 cc's Mod High Profile Extra Silicone Mentor implants. And I got mine over the muscle. So my profile is between moderate and high. And this is how it looks. Next question that I get a lot is, when did they drop? When did you feel the drop in fluff? So I noticed that my implants really settled at around the 3-month mark. Once I hit 3 months post-op, I noticed that they look more natural. The skin around is just more, the skin on my chest is not as tight anymore. It definitely moves better. It's softer. They're just settling into the pocket more. And also I have this cleavage line here, which I didn't have before. When I was freshly post-op, my chest wasn't as movable, so it was hard to get that cleavage line. Another question that I get is, are they uneven? And mine personally weren't uneven, but I have heard from a lot of you guys that you guys have experienced one side that's uneven, and I did run that by my surgeon and he confirmed that that is normal. In the first month, I did notice that this side was poking out to the side a little more and this side wasn't. Also, my dominant side, which is this one, has hypersensitivity still to this day. And so this is the one that has always given me nerve pain and just pain in general. And now I can say that since I'm at 4 months post-op, they do look the same now. I don't feel that unevenness. Next question is, when can I work out again? And by that I mean like workout without limitations. I was cleared to work out after 6 weeks. I know that is pretty fast, but I got mine over the muscle, so I was able to recover much faster. After 2 weeks, I started doing low impact cardio, so like treadmill with no incline, low speed, stationary bike also. That was my best friend when I was first getting into cardio again and moving my body again. When I hit the 6-week mark, I did start lifting heavy again and I did ease into it, so I didn't pick up the same exact weight as I could before, but it didn't take me long to be able to lift heavy again after that. So at around 8 weeks, I was literally lifting heavy weight. I did feel some strange sensations in my chest at that time. Like even if I was hitting legs, I felt like my boobs would still get sore, which was weird. I had this mind to muscle connection on my chest at all times, even if I wasn't working out my chest or my upper body. And that did go away eventually. That went away after a couple months. And to this day now I can literally bench press, I can do chest and it won't feel weird, it won't tickle, it won't hurt. I feel completely fine now. Another question I get asked a lot, which is kind of TMI, but when can you do the deed again? Yeah, a lot of you guys ask me that. Personally, I would say that the whole entire first month is uncomfortable, or at least it was uncomfortable for me. Just know that just because they say the pain only lasts 2 weeks, that doesn't mean that the pain doesn't linger. I remember any kind of movement on my chest would hurt me for like the first month, so I would say probably wait a little over a month if you can. If not, I would wait a couple weeks, but the girls do hurt a little bit. It does linger throughout the first month and a little bit after that with any kind of movement or like bouncing. So definitely feel it out, but I would say around a month. Next question is, can you sunbathe or go tanning? I don't know why I get this question so much. I think the girlies really want to tan this summer. I was told to protect my skin on my chest because it's so thin since it's been stretched out. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that I got a lot of chestney, like acne on my chest for the first couple months post-op, and that's something that I did not expect. I think that's something that people don't talk about, but I definitely did get that, and I was really insecure. I didn't want to show my chest, not only because my chest was so stiff and it looked like I had 2 balls on there, but also because of my skin was just so irritated at that time. So make sure you wear SPF. I was told to try not to sunbathe, and if I do, to try to wear sunscreen and SPF so that I don't irritate my skin anymore. Also, try not to expose your scars to the sun because that will darken them. If you are gonna suntan or sunbathe, make sure you have your silicone tapes covering your scars to protect them from the sun. Next thing is, did you lose nipple sensitivity? I personally did not lose sensitivity, but I gained sensitivity for sure. I have had hypersensitivity on this side for the longest time, and to explain further how that feels, it was really cold the first couple months when I did get my surgery, and whenever I would get cold it would hurt because, you know, like the nip gets hard and it starts poking out, and that feeling would actually hurt me. I never experienced that on this other side because this side never got that issue of hypersensitivity. To this day, I still feel the same. It still kind of hurts. I do feel when it's poking out. I can tell right away. When you get your boobs done, your nips are always poking out. I don't know what it is about it. It's something about the nerve damage, but they are always poking out. So that definitely makes me uncomfortable, and that's why I didn't take out the padding. I don't want to attract the wrong attention. So yeah, that is an issue. My next most commonly asked question is, do you have any regrets / do you wish you went bigger? I answered this in my 1-month post-op video, and I said that I had no regrets and that I don't wish I went bigger. And guess what? You're gonna be surprised, but I still don't wish I went bigger. I still think that I chose the perfect size. I think that it looks so good. I love that I look proportional. I had asked my surgeon for a large C or small D, and that's exactly what I got. I'm just so happy that I love how it turned out. I know that's not the case for everyone. Some people do wish that they went smaller or bigger, so I'm just so blessed that I got the size that I truly wanted. And for reference, if you are trying to get a similar result to me, I am 5'5" and I weigh 145, and I have a slight athletic build. Another question that I get is, are they hard? And they're not super hard. So they're definitely firmer than what I used to have when they were completely natural, but it doesn't bother me. I think that they feel great. I do know that they're going to continue to soften, so we'll just have to wait on that. But they have definitely softened in the 4 months that I've experienced so far. I do see myself getting a revision or just getting an exchange of implants in about 10 years because I will definitely have kids by then, and I want to get them changed out after I have kids. I can just already see myself wanting a lift and probably wanting a different size and just getting them redone. So yes, count me in for getting them changed in 10 years. And I can already feel that I'll want to go bigger at that time because I assume that my body dimensions will be more mature, and probably I probably won't have as small of a frame that I have right now. So I feel like at that age I will look better in a bigger size in the future perhaps, but right now I think that they look perfect. Last question is, do you have any advice for someone who is looking to get them done? My solid advice is to do all the research that you can. Do as much research to where you feel comfortable with your decision. Fun fact, I was originally set to do dual plane with my doctor, which is when they put the implant over and under the muscle, and last minute, literally the morning of my surgery, I changed my mind and I asked if he could put it over the muscle, and I was 100% sold on that decision at that point because I had done so much research and I wasn't comfortable with the idea of someone cutting my pecs, so that's why I didn't like under the muscle or dual plane. Also, I didn't want to have any physical limitations, so that's why I did choose over the muscle. I want to be able to do a push-up, pull-up, whatever I want, and not worry about hurting myself here. So that was the best decision I could do. So for you, definitely research everything you can. Know all the pros and cons to every implant placement. know about the different implant types like silicone and saline, make sure you make a decision that you are 100% sold on. Make sure you're 100% sold on the surgeon. That way you feel more comfortable going through the surgery. You don't have to be so scared about anesthesia or like the practice of the place that you're going. As far as getting a size that suits you, save all the inspo pictures that you can. Try to get inspo from people who have a similar build to you. For example, my inspo pictures wouldn't be a petite girl because I am not a petite girl. I'm like very average build, 5'5". I'm kind of on the taller side. So my inspo pictures were based on like more athletic builds, people with a little bit of more mass, definitely not petite. Definitely show those inspo pictures to your surgeon and make sure you guys are on the same page and discuss what those inspo pictures look like they have versus what that would look like on you. Lastly, make sure you have all the things you need for your post-op recovery. Definitely get a wedge pillow. I still use mine. I just love that thing. I honestly fell in love with it and it was really hard for me to get used to not using it, so I love that thing. I have a Breast Aug must-haves collection on my storefront if you guys want to check that out, and I do have that down below. I'll link down below all of the things that will help you recover smoothly, like compression socks, front zip jackets, button-up shirts, like slippers, silicone tapes. All of that are definitely essential, so you can check that out. If you guys have any more questions that I didn't cover already, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments down below and I will get to you guys. Nothing is TMI either, so seriously ask me and I have no problem with that. I hope that this video was helpful to you and thank you for spending the time with me. Stay connected, subscribe so you can continue seeing my face, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed day. Bye!